You're watching TVC News at 10, and these are the stories we're monitoring this hour. President Tinubu pushes for promotion of good governance, more investment in Africa. Court of Appeal dismisses Benue PDP governorship candidate's case challenging Governor Alia's victory as Plateau governor heads to Supreme Court. Outside Nigeria, premature babies evacuated from besieged Gaza hospital arrive in Egypt. In sports, Lionel Messi's World Cup match shirts set to sell for £8 million at auction. Thank you for joining us. We are staying in faraway Germany, where President Bola Tinubu is championing the call for promotion of good governance in all sectors of the economy. During his presentation, President Tinubu said what African countries need is the assistance to leapfrog from where they are today to where they need to be. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akande has been monitoring the summit in Germany and now reports.
President Bola Tinubu leads Nigeria for the first time to attend the G20 Compact with Africa Summit in Berlin, Germany. He is here to meet German businesses and convince them to invest in Nigeria. President Tinubu was part of a panel discussion on the role of Germany private sector in fostering the local value chains and investments in Africa. He assured German investors that Nigeria gives the best return on investments.
As a visit to Africa recently, is equally an indication that Europe is serious to do business with Africa. The good governance promotion in all sectors of our economy in Africa and stability of governance in Nigeria in particular, I would say, it is an indicator that, yes, changes are at the door, not far off.
Germany is already making inroads into the African market, especially with the hydrogen office established in Nigeria that seeks to partner with African countries in expanding renewable energy. The German Chancellor Olaf Scholz also committed to providing investments worth €4 billion across Africa.
And going around learning about the countries is also key because it gives you the chance to see that this is not just a place where you can sell goods to. It's also a very good place for foreign investment, direct investment. It's also a society you will find where people are trying to be at the forefront of developments we have, may it be in some aspects of technology.
Just like Nigeria, other African leaders relish the opportunity for economic growth and development created by the G20 Compact with Africa.
It was important to recall that this is a compact with Africa and not a compact about Africa. So working with Africa means working hand in hand with Africa. So we stated that, and the chancellors mentioned that as well. So I would like to appeal to the investors who would like to do business in Africa.
Talking to my brother Tinubu, for example, Nigeria with 250 million people, clearly trade with Nigeria is very important for us all in West Africa. I often tell President Tinubu that if Nigeria goes well, in West Africa we will go very well.
With Germany's reputation as the biggest economy in Europe and Nigeria as the biggest economy in Africa, there is a prospect of a better compact between both countries as they make deliberate efforts to strengthen bilateral ties. Femi Akande, TVC News, Berlin, Germany.
Our State House correspondent Femi Akande is joining me now from Berlin. Femi, quickly walk us through the president's interventions at the conference today.
Well, Abosede, it was actually a busy day for President Bola Tinubu. Of course, the first time Nigeria will be attending the Compact with Africa Summit, the G20 Compact with Africa Summit, and President Bola Tinubu leading Nigeria's delegation to this event. It was also, the focus was also on Africa, not just Africa now, Nigeria as the biggest economy in Africa. So it was a big one for President Bola Tinubu because he also had the opportunity to speak at the panel where they discussed fostering the local value chain and investment in Africa. That is the role of Germany in fostering the local value chains and all of that. He also met with the German Chancellor at a bilateral meeting where they discussed direct foreign investment in Nigeria, where he gave them that assurance that indeed German businesses will be able to repatriate their profit once they come into Nigeria to do business. Their profit will no longer be trapped within the system. And he also assured them that all bottlenecks and impediments to economic growth and development have been eliminated by his administration, saying especially in terms of security, rule of law, and all other bureaucratic impediments have all been removed, and they would have a smooth and conducive climate for them to do business and make profit here in Nigeria. Abosede.
Absolutely. And the German Chancellor's investment commitment to Africa is actually massive. Do we have any word just yet about which country gets what?
Well, no word yet about which country gets what. 4 billion euros was announced by German Chancellor Olaf Scholz as a commitment to growing investment in Africa. He's saying that this is not a kind of a financial aid or the kind of handouts Africa gets from the developed economies of the world, but this is an investment that will be mutually beneficial to both African countries and indeed German businesses. And this is good news and some kind of news that African countries are excited to hear this kind of commitment coming from Germany, the biggest economy. They also met one-on-one with big German business firms who have also given the assurance of coming to Nigeria, coming to Africa to do business. They are looking at sectors like agriculture, technology, technology, and especially the energy sector, because even the German Chancellor acknowledged that there is an abundance of opportunity in renewable energy in Africa, and even Germany and other big economies of the world do not have as much potentials in this sector as Africa has. And he is saying that it's time for Africa and the other big economies to partner to see how they can harness all of these potentials for the benefit of the people, especially the people in Africa.
And what more do we have on the president's itinerary?
Well, tomorrow the president again will meet with the German business. There's going to be a roundtable between President Bola Tinubu and his delegation and German business delegation. There we expect that some memorandum of understanding will be signed again. Some kind of agreement, some kind of a compact again will be reached with some of the big German businesses now. They are going to sign the dotted line as to what kind of engagement they will have with Nigeria, how they intend to come into the Nigerian market, and how it's also going to directly impact on the economy of Nigeria in terms of creating jobs, helping Nigeria reach its climate goal, and also helping with the energy transition plan of the federal government. So we believe that all of this will be on the table tomorrow when President Bola Tinubu and his delegation meets face-to-face with top German business corporations.
Femi, your face tells me it's been a busy day for you, and it's likely to be a busier day tomorrow. So please try get some rest, and we'll talk to you some other time. Thank you.
All right, then. Cheers.